Hi and welcome back to Sew Polish by Jess. And in today's episodes, we are back in our Cotton Cuts mystery. So we are doing a small under the sea puzzle mystery quilt. So here is what we have going on today. We have to make 2 of each one of these blocks. So we have an economy block with some squares at the bottom. And then we have, it looks like we're gonna make this section first, then add this and this. So it's going to be kind of like on a diagonal, but it's like an economy block with some quarter square triangles. So that's what we're working on today in my colorway. So, which is pretty cool. They also give you a design derby. So there's a couple challenges, and if you participate in the challenges, you can get like $25 gift card for the month, maybe. And then we have our Cotton Cuts block of the month. Let me go ahead and cover that. But here it is. It's beautiful. So you have your own colorway. They give you this card behind it. I usually color it and then I make it. I've actually won a prize off of this before, so it's not that difficult to do. It's just the Cotton Cuts color challenge. So I might do this one. We'll have to see. We will have to see. It could definitely be a possibility. So anywho, we're ready to dive in. I'm gonna go ahead, lay these out in the color order that they need to be in. And then you guys, we're gonna use the 301. It's back, it's beautiful, and it's ready to be used. I'm so excited. And I've worked on it enough that I understand where my 1/4 inch seam is. So I know that you're really never supposed to switch machines or tools or anything when you're making a quilt, but let's face facts. I'm gonna channel my inner Stephanie. We just don't care. She's coming back, by the way. I got a good little video coming out with her in a couple days. But all right, let's go ahead and get ready. All right, so I decided that we're gonna sew on the 301 today. I kind of have, oh, it's not gonna stay put. I need to tighten it. All right, give me a second. Off to the side over here, I already have my blocks laid out. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. And if you watched a Cotton Cut video before, just following the instructions can help you. So this 301 has a knee bar to it. I'm still getting used to it. But I'm really enjoying just listening to the machine. And I'm kind of gonna make both blocks at the same time. So it might look confusing, but we're just putting our blocks together. All right, so the first 2 steps I did was I just put these 2 blocks together, and then I just put one of these sections together. Okay, and we're gonna put opposite sides. So sorry I didn't start out really well. All right. We're always going to put opposite sides because we're making an economy block. And an economy block is just a square that's surrounded by triangles. And I never thought I would ever have one of these. I'm so glad I found her. I'm just gonna finger press as I go. So there's my squares. Let's see, should I, yeah, there we go. Who minds the mess underneath the long arm? It's kind of organized. So that's what we'll go for. Okay, now because I'm waiting on, I have to wait to put these here, and I don't wanna stop the machine. I'm just gonna go to this second block and start sewing. Now, this is a good project that you can also use leaders and enders on, so you don't stop if you just want to do one block at a time. So So hopefully this isn't too confusing for you all. Okay. So here's this part, this light colored part is done. And then I just sewn B and D together. Okay, so now I'm going to add D to the bottom, so I'm going to rotate it. We're going to line up. Hopefully we're not playing bobbin chicken, but we'll see. All right, go from the other side. So I'm just taking blocks from the other one so I don't have to stop my thread and cut it. Okay, rotate and put our last triangle on, and be careful really not to stretch it. If I started stretching, this is the bias part of our triangle, and it will definitely stretch. It'll warp it. We don't want that happening. Okay. Now I'm going to take these two pieces, which is the E and the BD, and we're going to put those together. I think my biggest thing was just learning to take it slow, because my janome is she's a speedy girl. All right, so there's my economy block. Now I'm going to take the two blocks I have. We're going to flip it down and add it to the bottom of our economy block. And this block is going to be finished. I take a couple stitches, I realign everything. There we go. Okay, put that back over there. Do this same thing with this top one. I just ate and now I have the hiccups. So sorry. I'm trying to hold my breath a little bit. So if you hear me breathing heavy, I do apologize. Okay. Oops. That block is finished. I like doing blocks in real time for you. All right, we're going to take this one now. Yep. So you can see how long it really takes you to complete one of these. I've already done the other 2 blocks, so this is the second one of the 2 blocks that we need. All right. Okay. I don't have any more blocks to play with, so we're going to have to cut them off. All right. Yes. Okay. Here we go. I really have to double check to see which way is the front and which way in the back on that light colored fabric. It's really hard to tell, but there is just a little bit of noticing. All right, 2 more seams. We're done. All right, that's gonna line up on the side. So let's match these tops. Start sewing our seam and then I can match the rest up. All right, stop right there. Line up that intersection. Sew to it. Oh, I still gotta get used to this thing. All right, yeah, 1/4 inches right there. One more seam. So again, this fabric is all from K Facet. Okay, it goes this way. It's so thin. I'm not used to working with thin fabric. Remember when I thought it was boutique back in the day and a million people corrected me? I do apologize. So, the best community ever. Love it. And we're done. I'll press it later. Perfect. Okay, so we finished our blocks. So like I said before, I made the first one and then made the second one online or on stream with you guys video. So there's block number 1. Here's its match. You see they're a little bit different because I are using larger prints. So, okay. And then you have this block, interesting. And stay. Here's its twin. So here, I'll put it vertically. Let's see. Let's try to put it together. So it kind of looks a little different. Oh, I put the blocks on differently, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm okay with that. We'll be okay with that. I'll fix it later. But yeah, so Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt, Under the Sea, Under Wraps, Clue 3. So I'll be working on this later on today. The Derby challenges I am not working on. So we're good to go with that. But thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for following along. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you on the next live, when you can catch me on my friend's channel, My So-Called Life, and or a video or short. All right, until we see you later.